Hello, and welcome to the Wheel and Chill Show. We are back for a very exciting episode because, OMG, last week we got footage from Season 2, at least behind-the-scenes footage from Season 2. Didn't expect it at all. They made San Diego Comic-Con sound like it was going to be low-key. Thank you for the sub, Ophelia? Is that how... I can't remember. Olivia? Trying to remember. I know you're in my Discord. I can't remember how you want it to be pronounced. But anyways, thank you for the sub. Okay, so we're here to talk about the behind-the-scenes footage. We're going to sprinkle in some of the FAQs from Rafe on Twitter, and it's going to be super exciting. And one of the very exciting things about today is that we have a very special guest. So, as usual, we're going to let everyone introduce themselves, and I'm going to start with Master of the Deck. Go ahead.
Hello, everyone. You might know me as one of Matt Hatch's moderators at the Dusty Wheel. I lurk around Twitter these days, but I am somewhat notorious as a fanfic writer. That is the other thing that I do. So I'm a moderator, and I write fanfic, and otherwise I just hang around and don't actually watch anybody's content, but I certainly will retweet you and like your stuff on YouTube.
We love that. The interaction is perfection.
We do.
I've got the Master of the Deck's Twitter linked in the description of this video if you want to go give her a follow. And yeah, that's that. Do you have anything you want to plug other than just the fact that you're out there?
No, not really. I mean, like, I do link to my fanfic on my Twitter if that's like something you want to dip your toes in. But you know, as with any well tagged fanfic, I say to read with caution. And if it's not for you, it's not for you.
Okay.
Don't judge me.
Tread lightly, no judgment.
And no judgment.
Honestly, I haven't read it yet, and I kind of want to now.
I've got a variety of things, and some of it is very tame, and some of it is definitely not.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
I'll be the judge of
Intriguing.
all of that. Once I'm done reading the Silmarillion, of course. Okay.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
New Spring.
No rush on that.
Alrighty, so Winespring, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hello. I'm Winespring from winespringcafe.com. It's a blog with recipes that are, kind of related to all the time. You should check it out. I just released the Women's Circle banana pudding recipe, and it's delicious and it's easy. Give it a try. Take some photos. Show me all the love, please. It's winespringcafe.com. Oh, and you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at winespringcafe.
Do it. Cook her food.
Yes.
Tavern?
Cook my food. It's yummy.
All right, I'm gonna start this off with some information from Master Deck. Fuck potato farmers. All right,
Whoa.
we're starting right off the
That was
bat.
really aggressive.
It was aggressive. It was. Listen, there are reasons. Anyways,
Did not see that coming.
No, I didn't either.
Potatoes are
Tavern,
This is not
merch.
my fault. I have
Merch
no
on
responsibility
Redbubble.
for what just happened.
on Redbubble. Look for Tavern. There's Wheel and Chill stuff on what's the other one? Zazzle. Mugs. Oh, look, she's repping. I'm repping. We have to get Winespring her shirt so she can rep. So we have mugs on Zazzle as well as some Wheel and Chill t-shirts. They're not these shiny ones. These are handmade. Yeah, I'm ready. I have pages of bullshit theories.
So what was the last thing that you all heard?
No.
Before the stream went dead, we're trying to figure out if it's Tavern's fault.
It's all because of the potatoes.
Literally.
I apologize to the potato conspiracy folk. I didn't mean to say that.
Yeah, I think it's the
so
potato.
Unless
conspiracy.
nobody heard you say it, in which case,
It ended before.
I don't know.
Say it
Maybe,
again.
maybe
I'm-
it's
if I
better
say it
that way.
again-
No,
It's even
don't.
darker conspiracy.
Well, I don't know what the heck just happened with YouTube. I want to say that it's Tavern's fault because he cursed innocent agricultural workers when he shouldn't have. Okay, let's get back on track. That was a weird hiccup that's literally never happened before. If you're tuning in for the first time, something always happens. Usually it's not that bad. But what potato says... we're not talking about potatoes anymore.
No, we're not bringing those back up. We're bringing it back up. I'm learning my lesson.
Okay, so I think everyone had introduced themselves except for me. I'm Kritter XD. I do TikToks about the Wheel of Time and other fantasy content, including Lord of the Rings. I'm on Twitter as Egwene Alvear, and myself, Kritter XD. I've got a Discord that's super fun if you're not in it yet. We talk about all kinds of stuff. Cosmere, Vox Machina, other than also Wheel of Time, Cosmere, Lord of the Rings, Marvel stuff, whatever. So come on in. All that information is in the description of this video. At least it should be. I did just have to create a whole new stream, so I'll fix it after the fact if it's not. Let's talk about what we're here for, shall we? And that is the behind the scenes footage. Let's jump right in, shall we? Okay, so
Let's do
Watch
it.
it again.
yeah, we're
go.
Firstly, we're gonna watch it again. It's only a minute. It's only a minute and 5 seconds. So you know what? You've probably seen it 70 times like me. That's fine. We can see it again, okay? Just fair warning, everyone who's streaming with me, Master of the Deck included, you won't be able to hear it unless you're actually watching the stream. But you should be able to see it if you're watching on Discord. Okay, let's go. Every time I see it, I get goosebumps.
It's even good without the sound, you guys.
Can verify. Can verify.
Right?
So good.
So, yeah, incredible, right? What? I guess
I screamed a little bit when we saw it.
same. Same. What was your favorite part? Let's just get we've seen it enough probably to have deduced what our favorite part of the whole thing was. Does anybody have?
I think mine is the shot of Egwene.
Yeah.
So I can't quite tell what's going on there. Is she in the tower and she's a novice, or is this during her captivity, by the Seanchin? Because, Rafe said something about that being one of his favorite pairings, Egwene and is it Rena? I think.
Right,
Is
yeah.
One that
Rena.
holds her
Rena,
captive.
yeah.
The Sul'dam.
Rena?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I love this. I can't, and she looks just fabulous. The costuming is perfection. So I cannot wait to see what's happening here.
Yeah.
What do y'all think's happening here?
I think she's a
Tower, or-
novice. Yeah, the
Do you?
the window detail
Yeah,
and
the
stuff.
lattice type thing.
All very reminiscent of the White Tower architecture from before, in my opinion. Plus, she's wearing white.
I was trying to figure out what's in her little satchel, her little bag there.
Quick question: Panarch's palace is in Tenchiko, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Or the windows were always covered with intricate screens and whatnot.
Crazy
So I'm
Cat
not-
Lady 42 is saying it's the Bowl of the Winds, you guys.
Maybe. I mean, there's a bowl in there, but
Too soon for that?
It could be,
I got
man.
really
could be. I
excited
mean, it
about
could
that.
be, but they always
I love that
describe the
idea.
Panarch's palace as having these intricate screens across the windows. So I think it might be White Tower, but I'm not. If we're going to Chico as the maps push us toward, maybe. I don't know.
I mean,
Secondary
timeline-wise,
thought.
Tenchiko happens after Egwene is captured by the Seanchin.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
well after. That's Dragon Reborn.
Right. My thing is, I think they're merging a couple of cities.
Oh,
I think that
Which
Balmain
cities?
and Chico might be merged because the battle map, the only thing that even comes close to that scene in the trailer, in this behind the scenes trailer, the only thing that even comes close resembling that on the map is Tenchiko.
So you think that Egwene here is, like, getting a tan in Tenchiko right now? That's what's happening.
I don't know if she's in Tenchiko. I'm just saying it's a possibility, just the way the scenery is. I personally think it might be the White Tower. But, she does have 2 bags full of things, which could they could be privy pots. I don't know. They could be anything.
It could be the bowl of the wind.
I mean, who knows?
So I think it's the tower. Also, thanks for the follow, Pan Malazan. Appreciate that. The think machine says the Wheel of Time didn't like you guessing at the future of the show. Predicting the future is not very foreign of us. Anybody? Any crossover?
No. Hey,
okay. That's a Cosmere reference.
How impious with you.
Gotta love the Cosmere.
But yeah, I think I love this shot of Egwene. Let me pull it up, actually. Boop. I love this shot of Egwene. I think it's her in the tower, personally, just because of the white dress. I think she might be carrying pots and pans to go wash as a novice, because she's always in trouble. And those are my thoughts.
Yes.
Let's see. So, did anybody else have a favorite shot before we just kind of start, beginning to end?
Mine is of Rand sitting there with blood on him, just staring intensely.
Yeah.
Are we sure it's blood? I can't tell that.
In the 4K
really
version,
think so?
he's messed up in some way.
I think it's blood.
There's this particular shot of him just sitting there and staring. It's very reminiscent of those brief glimpses of him that we get in the Dragon Reborn, where he's quite obviously having a psychotic break.
Yeah.
And,
really? Because I think he's looking at someone get over here. You know what I mean? That's
interest. Yes, that's kind of how it looked to me too.
With interest. At least maybe that's in my head. That could be in my head. Sorry.
Okay. All I got out of this was pensive thinking. What I got.
Pensive thinking.
And
there's his nice new outfit too.
Yeah. Right. He's always wearing different.
Way better than the. Yeah.
But this whole thing here is just anytime I can have a headcanon that he has just experienced something traumatic, I'm happy about it.
Yeah, that's fair. That's very Rand, for sure. Agni says hi, by the way. He's here. He always shows up.
Hi, fluffy boy. My fluffy boy is somewhere else.
That's okay. He'll be around this whole time, inevitably. Yeah, I love this shot. We used it as the thumbnail for this. I'm pretty sure I specifically requested it from Tavern. I was like, hey, one of those shots with Rand?
Said Rand.
I think we see him 3 times. We get the back of his head, we get him with the torch, and we get him right here. And I'm just every time I saw him, I was like, that's my boy.
There he
created
is.
the thumbnail.
There he is.
I created the thumbnail with the flame one, with the torch one, too. But I'll be honest with you, it didn't come out that great, so I switched to this one.
Well, I'm glad, because this is my favorite shot.
This is the superior one. This is my new profile picture on Discord and Twitter.
I didn't notice that until I asked you to be on the stream, and then I realized it, and I was like, this is perfect.
It is. It's very on brand for me, because Rand al'Thor is my son, and he's never done anything wrong in his life.
Oh, okay. Well, then, me and Jessica Sadai in the chat saying that these are his bedroom eyes, I assume that makes you a little uncomfortable?
Yeah.
I mean, look at, okay.
I mean... I do write fanfic.
Yeah, I was going to say, probably not uncomfortable given the fact that you write fanfic.
It's not a deal breaker for me.
Oh my gosh. The Kev pod says, locks eyes with Barthanas across the party.
Oh my god, and Barthanas is hot too, right?
I would think so.
Someone wants to be up on that Dark Friend dick. Come on, let's go.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Now you should change your name to Master of the Dark Friend. Never mind.
Whoa.
Dark Friend Social. That's where he was headed with that. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
My favorite.
Oh yeah, go ahead,
scene was the gardener, which I think is a gardener, but we don't have to show it. We'll get to it eventually. But I think showing gardeners in one of the scenes.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. We'll get there. Though.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
In the background? Is that Loial in the
background?
No, they're not in the background. They're they're front and center.
Okay.
Yeah, they're right there. But I don't think
we'll get to it.
Shot.
I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, we'll get to it. All right. So,
make sure you point it out because I don't remember that one.
Yeah. So I love this shot personally. This is what I used for my thumbnail for my reaction video. Also, the one that made me literally squeal whenever I saw this for the first time, and it's kind of at the beginning, so this is perfect for us to leave off at, is we get to see Aviendha, and I'm hoping this is Bane and Chiad. Like, I really want it to be Bane and Chiad. We got maidens! I'm so excited! Anyway, so this is...
And their costuming is so cool.
That's my thinking, because the first time we see Aviendha, she's with Bane and Chiad, and, what else was it?
It was that injured maiden, right? I'm not making
Jolien and Dalen.
That's right.
I think Jolien was the injured one, or was it Dalen? I can't remember. But yeah, it was the 5 of them. So we possibly could be looking at Bane and Chiad.
I would love that. I love the Aiel so much. So yeah, when I saw this, I think it was a squeal. It was a squee. Let's put it that way. It was a squee.
It was a squee. There was so much squee.
It really was. I don't think there was much in the behind. No, there wasn't much in the behind the scenes before that. It was a big camera. Check out the camera.
Well, they're okay.
Which is pretty cool.
We don't know if they're aiming in that direction. So there is a person in front of the camera, or toward. It looks like they're in either ale garb, or whatnot, and it doesn't look like a female. So it could be. I don't know what that is, but I think it's Aiel.
Is somebody wearing some khakis?
We've got some legs. There are some legs in the shot.
Listen, we have to break down everything.
It could be Rafe.
The shutter speed.
Look at those
Look at the shutter speed
masculine
on the
legs.
camera. Look at the shutter speed on the camera. I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
We're gonna move on, and we kind of already talked about this shot, which I loved. You know what?
So in that one,
Yeah, go ahead.
I was watching the Dusty Wheel, and I think it was Bree that pointed it out. On the back of either Bane or Chiad, there you can see like a tree. She said maybe it was Aviendha, like...
Oh, like right here on this white thing?
Yes, right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you zoom in on it, it's almost like a little nod to that. I thought that was super
Could
interesting.
be. That's it.
Yeah.
Well, Pez, her costuming friend, who has done some videos with Leslie Nerdy and Bree. So Bree and Pez go on Leslie Nerdy's videos. They talk costuming. And in that Aiel in the cage from season 1, we do get to see their, like, the sort of embossing on their leather armor a little bit closer. And it is a trefoil.
Yeah.
So
okay.
So it could be, if that is what Bree thinks she sees, I would buy that for $1.
Buy that for $1. Nice.
We trust Bree here.
All right. Well, yeah, highly recommend Lesby Nerdy's channel for sure. She does all kinds of costume.
See, I don't watch anything, but I know what everyone's doing.
I feel ya. Like, trust me, because it's like
There's a lot out there.
When you're trying to create content, it's like I want to support everyone, so I'll watch at least 30 seconds of everything I watch, because that counts as a view. I will comment, but I do not have time to watch all of everything.
YouTube is on the side of the shadow. That's pretty good.
The bubble has resurfaced. I have been plagued by bubbles of evil. In my last league game for the frickin' third age,
Oh, no.
I got hit by like 2 or 3 bubbles of evil. But anyways, we think this is Bane, Chiad, and Aviendha. At least we hope so. This definitely looks like Ayula Smart to me. So, let's see. We could just meet in person. That Meme Reborn, that is the idea.
Just everybody.
That would be really nice, I think. Everybody's saying we're back. Sound is fuzzy. Everyone gather.
Everyone gather at taverns. What the?
Hey, he does live in Florida, so
Here we come.
that could be nice.
Florida, let's go.
You do have a lot of booze here too.
There's an audio thing.
Boozes and beach.
I'm sorry, did someone just say boo?
Oh, there we are. And we've got Aviendha.
Our voices might be high pitched right now too, I'm told.
I have no...
What the hell?
This is hilarious.
This is the most buggy, anyways.
What is happening here?
Testing. Only maiden hand talk for the rest of the show? Absolutely. The wheel streams as the wheel will.
We all know that, like, Tavern does great charades. He really does.
He does.
Oh, yeah.
Are we still like chipmunks?
I hope not.
I think we're like chipmunks.
Let's just own it then. Why not? All right, so we've got another image. I'm trying to push through. I don't know.
Wait,
I don't have any
what
solutions.
song did the Chipmunks sing? Being tested. You're being tested and we will survive.
Christmas time is here. Time for joy.
And time for cheer.
No, okay, sorry. Let's talk about these. Let's talk about the behind the scenes. Thank you all.
I do need another beer in a second here, though.
Okay,
so,
yeah. Well, in that case,
if you want to keep going, it's fine.
I was gonna say it is hula hoop. I think it sounds really familiar.
Oh yeah, hula hoop.
All right, we've got Moiraine and Land on the beach. I feel like there's not a ton to say about this other than I'm guessing it's near Falma or wherever that wave came from.
So Lauren, Lauren Unraveling the Pattern, who I will also shamelessly plug because he's a wonderful person as well as making spectacular content. Go watch his video breaking down this trailer.
It's insane.
Because he points out that there looks to be a camera in the water. Like there's a boat that's like filming from the water.
Oh, wow. I have not seen that.
It's not in this shot. It's a little bit to the left of where you see it. Like
when they start walking,
we're not going to kill the stream with the video. Yeah, but you do see like
no,
like
I've got it up.
Camera or like a boat
right here.
That's there.
Yeah, that's very common. They'll shoot from several different angles at the same time, especially when they're far out like that, so they can save money. Yeah.
I think the most interesting thing about this shot to me is that I know after episode 8 we were speculating that Moiraine and Lan might like split up at some point, right? Because their bond is broken or masked or whatever you want to call it. And so the fact that they're still together is cool. And also another shot later in the clip has the Rand with the torch. It's got 2 people behind him, and I want to say the Dusty Wheel and Geeky Airy and several other people have kind of like broken it down, and it looks like it's Lana Moiraine behind Rand.
Yes.
Which is great.
It really does.
Yeah. Or it looks that way, yeah.
Yeah.
And Rafe confirmed that they're pursuing more of a storyline with Moiraine and Lan than it's in the books.
Mm-hmm.
So that he's not going to have these 2 fabulous actors like sitting on the sidelines for an entire season. So we're going to get a lot of like story there with them, it sounds like.
Yeah, we're not going to bench them at all. Thank you for the sub, Jessica Sadai, over on Twitch. I appreciate a lot of you have made the switch. My Twitch account is getting way more action than usual, so that's exciting. Oh my gosh, is the sound still messed up, Random Noman? So when we sang the hula hoop,
which one?
YouTube. So we sang the hula hoop song, and it actually sounded like chipmunks.
The hula hoop? Nice.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, well, I'm glad you can at least hear us.
We got to do the hamster dance.
I'm going to rewatch this later. I'm definitely going to.
Hamster Dan? What is that?
The hamster dance.
What is that?
From the Kia Soul
commercial? What it's called?
What's the hamster dance?
I can't. Come on, the hamster dance isn't. Am I calling it the wrong thing? No.
The hamster.
Hold on, maybe the hamster dance song. Oh my god, I'm not dating myself, am I?
Oh yeah. I know.
Hamster dance.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, no.
We're the dancing hamsters. God, this is like from early internet, guys. This is like 1997. And right about then. Anyway,
no, I'm familiar now. Now I know you're right.
I did not know it was called that.
I'm like, did I call it the wrong thing? God, what just happened? Anyway, so Moiraine and Lan.
Yes, we've also got. I don't think these are going to be in order anymore, so I apologize for that.
But
it's okay. So let's talk about. We've got Whitecloaks in the desert with a trebuchet, right? Anybody have any thoughts about this?
Okay, so
it's a siege.
It's a scene. A siege.
So
it's both a scene and a siege.
Indeed.
In the first season, we definitely saw Gildan, and the Gildan is kind of like, I wouldn't say halfway between, but like geographically from north to south, it's between like where the 2 rivers, where the green shit is, and then apparently where the desert, Dooney, whatever. I think that Toman Head and Falmouth Plain and all of that is being shown as big like Morocco, right? Where it's right by the ocean, but it's very deserty. Or the west side of Africa, a lot of it is like that as well. So yeah, like I said, I think has to do with the fighting with the Seanchin. Again, I don't know if they're mixing the 2 towns or not, but to me it's different than what from the books for me, because we know that when they were writing, Nynaeve and Elaine got away from the Seanchin by running through the trees and riding through the trees and going around and coming back. So it's definitely a different geographical take on the area that they're in. So
Yeah. It is interesting.
yeah.
Lots of desert scenes, much like Lawrence of Arabia.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think that
More women, though.
way more women. It's true. It's true. Yeah, we got a ton of Whitecloaks. Like, I saw initially some people thought this guy was an Aiel because he had a veil, but that to me is clearly a Whitecloak. Plus, he's got a giant axe.
It's the
and
axe.
the sun right on his chest.
This can't. This
I mean,
can't
that's
be an
such a
Aiel.
cool
It's not an
shot.
axe.
I know.
It is.
That's what I thought immediately.
He's got a
His
big
hair
giant
is excellent.
sunburst on his chest. I mean,
Do you think that's Dane
Pretty
Bornhold?
apparent.
Should we hate him immediately?
that's the thing. Okay, so
I
here's
don't
okay.
think that's Dane.
No, so here's the question: is it Bayer or
don't.
Dane?
Oh,
because
Bayer.
I think
because
it's got to be Bayer.
That would
I
be
think
so
so
funny.
because of the axe, right? And matching it to Perrin, where I think we see Dane later on. But I think this might be Bayer.
Okay.
That's my thought.
I mean, the sort of like the intensity of the look and the demeanor, like, I think. Oh no, should I just keep going?
I
You're
would
good.
just keep going.
Yeah.
I don't.
Keep
It just
going.
came
Alright,
up as
let's
an error to me. Okay, go.
No, the intensity of the look makes me think that it's Bayer, and like the axe itself, just like it being. Maybe it's a white cloak thing. I don't know, because there's another white cloak later that may or may not be the same person. But because we know that Bayar in particular has got like such a hate on for Perrin, I think that like that has to be some sort of significance. Like maybe Perrin takes that axe. Maybe that's the axe Perrin's gonna have.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, because in the shot that we get that might be Perrin, he has a sword, right?
The what?
He has a sword. Yeah.
It's later on.
Perrin's got a
Yeah,
sword.
he's carrying a sword,
Yeah,
not an axe.
He's got a sword, which
You're
is
saying he
very
could
weird.
end up with this axe here? That could be cool.
It could. I know Lauren from Unraveling the Pattern speculated as much when I watched his video earlier.
All right.
Yeah.
Kritter and I both did like the same thing. Like I was like taking like just doing my makeup and like watching Lauren's video.
Yeah,
awesome.
literally, I was like, okay, I gotta make sure that I'm not just completely like missing anything. And you know what? Like maybe he'll have some good theories that no one's even thought of. And I feel like just the thoroughness is unbeatable.
Imal Thor
It
is
is.
shouting Carradine.
Jachim. Okay.
Jachim, Jakim,
I thought they wrote him
say.
off. I thought they wrote him out and made Valda the big questioner.
Yeah, that's kind of the vibe I got, but maybe this will be an even bigger bad, like...
Because we are getting the Dark Friend Social, the man who called himself Bors.
Yeah.
I mean, will he be there?
Oh man, I cannot wait.
Maybe
for
they've
that.
given that to
Yes.
somebody.
Sprinkling
I don't
in
know.
the Q&A. We do get the Dark Friend Social.
Yes, we do.
We do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he confirmed it.
I'm taking you
I
with me
just
to
read that,
getting a
too.
beer.
Change
Okay.
to the weaves.
Okay.
Yeah, so...
We're going on an adventure.
In case you missed it, Rafe answered some questions on Twitter last week, and one of them was that he confirmed we are indeed getting the Dark Friend Social, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, Sith Master, well, I agree that I think it would be really neat if that was the axe, because I like that it's double-bladed, like... I don't know.
I'm not gonna get into that.
It's a pretty
part,
axe.
the
It's
double-bladed.
a big, cool axe. Like, I don't know. I
It
think
is.
I'm not an armorer. I'm not a weapons master. I don't know much.
It's an axe.
It's a big axe. It's not the like tiny
It's a
little
huge
axes.
axe.
You know what I mean? That's
Yeah, fine.
Right. It's not a hatchet.
It's not like Rand was using to chop wood in season one. This is a big.
It's a battle
Weapon
axe.
here.
it's a
battle
big boy
axe.
axe.
It's a battle axe. There we go. It's a
Yeah.
big boy.
It's a big boy axe.
Right.
Um,
The grown-up axe.
Okay, so we
This axe like got its driver's license, okay? It's legal. It's legal to drink.
There you go.
let's see.
I know those are two very different ages.
In some places.
Someplace.
In some places.
What do we got next?
I want to talk about this.
Ooh. Fate on the door.
Yeah, fate on the door. So,
Ooh, door draw.
yep, I didn't even
Door
notice
draw.
this during my first watch. Like, I watched it all the way through, and then I watched it all the way through again, and then I think, like, the next time I was just kind of clicking around, I clicked on the scene, and I was like, oh, is that Perrin? And then I noticed the fade, and I was like, oh my god! Like, it's
my goodness.
it's a fade! Like, the fact that they're pulling that scene from, like, straight from the books, I'm so excited.
Three things. There's more than three things happening here, but we have the fate on the door. So
Fade on the door.
we have the Horn hunting party.
Horn hunting party.
Shine
We
Yes.
have Elias.
I think
Elias,
so.
that's the one I was most excited about.
Elias.
I need some
Go.
wolf brother
Elias.
action.
And I think
Yeah.
they may have combined Elias and Hearn's bit.
Yeah, I think so too. I predicted that, by the way,
Yeah,
like a long
You
time
did.
ago.
You did.
which was spot on, and yeah, I think that's what they're doing.
I think we're all basically in agreement that this is Elias because he's got sort of like the rustic thing. It looks like he's wearing animal
Right.
skins
And the lock.
and the lock,
Mhm.
like the locks are it's also like I think in the books he's described as having gray hair. Am I right? And the fact that they kind of like sprinkled in some gray to
Right.
me is like
Yeah.
I
Yes.
like that.
He's something of a shaggy, somewhat, and like there's animal skins, I think, on him.
Yeah.
Not wolf skins,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah,
Rabbit.
Yeah, surely.
Another thing, yeah.
definitely not. No, this screams Elias.
Oh, I
to
forgot.
me.
And there's Uno.
And Uno.
Forgot about Uno.
Uno, who lives?
That's right.
He's
Hey,
in the middle
Una,
to the
hey.
right of the fade there.
Is Loial? We don't see Loial in this shot, do we?
No.
Not this shot.
He's dead.
No.
He's dead. They
No,
stabbed
he's
him with a
not.
dagger.
You can see him in another shot. He's in another shot.
I could
So
not
Loial
find
is.
that. I could not find that shot. I was looking, so you're
Oh.
gonna have to point him out.
Oh, it's
He does exist.
He's in there.
He's like, it looks like he's wearing a hat because his head is like slightly behind like a big lamp.
It does, yeah. It's a little weird hat.
It's really-
too. It's a bulbous
Yeah,
hat. I don't
right.
know.
I missed
Um,
that.
It looks very silly.
It does. And then somebody.
It
Do we think this is Ingtar? This the guy with the sword?
In the front,
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah, it's a possibility.
The righteous.
He's in there somewhere.
He's got
We
a.
didn't see him in the
Yeah.
first season, so
He's got a righteous cause. So
Yeah.
I could see him being real intense in the scene.
Hmm.
not to mention he's probably the only one that would approach even a dead fade.
Right, he's poking it to see if it's
Yeah.
still alive.
You're not gonna give me up, are you?
He's poking it with a stick. This is what's happening right
So
now.
this scene happens in the book. Is this from the Great Hunt?
Yeah.
Yes.
So the
Okay.
party chasing.
I'm only at the beginning of my reread.
So the
Okay.
party chasing the horn is chasing Fane, who stole the horn, and so Fane
Yeah.
is the one who nailed the fade to the door. But like it's kind of a mystery in the books, and so they're like coming across this fade nailed to the door, and it's kind of like, what could have possibly done
What is
this?
happening?
Like, what's worse than a
Right.
fade, right? And so that kind of gave us a
Just
little.
the trail hadn't made sense. Yeah.
Yeah, the trail was like uber evil smelling, like worse than Trollocs, according to Huron.
Yeah.
And no one knew what the hell was going on. And so now it's kind of like,
That's
okay,
right.
Fane is a freaky dude.
Love Fane.
Um,
Big Fane energy.
Yeah, he's
Big
going
Fane
to be
energy.
feared. Yeah.
Dan
Big
Huff
Fane
says,
energy.
Loial, the reports of my death were greatly exaggerated. It's true. It's true. I guess I haven't.
So are we going to be in the setting for Loial being healed from the wound? Is that what Rafe kind of
was-
alluded to?
I did have a
There-
question. Like, was there anything in this whole trailer that made you think there might be a setting?
Yeah, the jungle way columns.
You think
You
that's
think
Yeah, you
aesthetic?
think so?
That's the setting?
Maybe like
Because it
outside
was-
the setting?
Well, remember there was a way gate. These are way columns, but I'm
That
not going
one,
into that.
yes.
There was a way gate just outside the steading. And this
Right,
is-
they all were.
Yeah, and this isn't
Many
just
were.
palm trees. You also see other kinds of trees to the right and to the back. So
Yeah.
that was my thing. I thought that this would possibly could be a way gate outside of a setting or near a setting, but given where they're fighting and where they're going, this could be the way gate that they take to get to the Almouth Plain. That they come out of in the Almouth Plain.
Yeah, I was thinking that because it's so tropical looking, it could definitely
Yeah.
be like the on the way to Falm the Waygate. Like if Rand is gonna take a Waygate instead of a portal stone,
So
maybe
no portal stones, no flicker.
maybe no flicker.
Or maybe only Rand take. Maybe it's two different things. We get a waygate and a portal stone.
That'd be awesome.
could be.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Like it a lot.
Could be. Yeah, I like this.
I hope we can get the setting though and see. That would be nice to have a little setting action.
And there, Winespring,
Right.
if you look at
Even in like
YouTube,
a cold open.
For sure.
if you look at YouTube chat there, Winespring, Dan Huff hit us with the Fade wanted to take the Horn of Valere north. Fane wanted to take the Horn south. Fane finished the argument by nailing the Fade to the door.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
That's,
I guess that's
like
one way to
why
win the argument.
Like,
Yeah.
the trail would like just changed, and it was weird.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, where are we going to next?
Let's
Sorry,
go.
I have cat hair on my
That happens to me so often.
stuck in my lipstick.
We do have the Loial
All the time.
shot.
There. Oh, okay.
I'll let me
I
pull
didn't
it up.
see him.
With the little like mushroom hat.
Loial in the hat, right here. This is him, I think.
Okay, hold on. I gotta bring that up in my other browser. I'll have to go to our drive. Hold on.
It's
Having cat hair problems over here.
no, I have that like almost every time I stream. Yeah, I it's not in the high res because I didn't want to be doing that with my stream acting the way it's acting.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering actually if it is my internet and my internet's messed up because in my area there was historic rain and flooding overnight last night, and I wonder if the internet's kind of not the best.
He's in that
Taking a hit.
shot.
Taking
Yeah.
a little
A genuine double of evil.
genuine, yeah. So yeah, we're thinking.
Oh, okay. I see him.
Yeah,
See him now.
he's got that bulbous hat on for some reason.
Way the hell over in the far left.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I see him.
Yeah, that's definitely Hamed, like there. Like
Yeah,
you can that's the face.
It's the vibes he's giving off.
So he lives.
He lives. We're fine.
He definitely lives.
So
Absolutely.
that brings up the question of Whitecloaks fighting Seanchin. Is that what we're looking at right now?
That's what I'm looking at.
I think so too. Yeah.
You see the sunburst in the chest of the guy on the right.
Well, yeah, I'm quite certain it's Whitecloaks. And then the question is, are those Seanchin?
I find it weird that Loial hasn't been in any of the Sheridan group picks, the horn hunting group picks.
Yeah.
Like,
That's true.
and you know, he's here with where there's Whitecloaks and what seem to be Seanchin fighting, which leads me to believe that maybe he went with a different group.
Could
It's just
be.
speculation because I don't.
That Loial went with maybe
Moiraine and Land.
Moiraine and
Yeah,
Land?
maybe because
Oh, okay.
because he definitely
Yeah.
went with Perrin in the books, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes.
And then
Mm-hmm. Perrin and Rand and
Yeah,
Mick, because they
right.
were all together.
so I'm
Mhm.
I'm pretty confused as to why he's not in any of those pictures.
Maybe he does go to Westedding to get healed, and then he circles back and
Maybe,
meets
yeah.
everybody up in Falma. I don't
Yeah.
know. Oh, this is another really cool shot that I'm excited about. Possibly
Oh, yeah.
Aviendha fighting possibly
Mhm.
fabulous hair desert white cloak.
Okay,
Yeah, she did like a backflip here. Like the maneuver is wild looking.
this is why I'm
Head
saying
is at the ground.
that the one guy with the axe could be Dane. I'm sorry, could be Child Buyer, and this could be Dane.
Oh, so
Okay.
you think they'd
And
have?
that's a sword, right?
I think it's one or the other. I think they're both in here, but I think it's one or the other.
No, this is an axe. You can see right here the blade.
Is it?
Axe,
Mm.
okay.
Yeah,
But it's not the same guy, though, is it?
it could be his stunt
The
double.
hair looks wrong.
It-
Could
the-
be.
The other guy had like bleach blonde hair.
Maybe it's
Yeah, it
dirty.
was super white one.
Maybe it was dirty. It was covered in
That's
in
dirty
desert.
hair.
Right.
Right? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
It's a tough call, but
But they
I
do
love
they
this
do
shot.
have
That's an
like
epic
White
fight
all
move,
have
man.
that same kind of like douchebag haircut, you know what I'm saying?
They they do. Although, what happened to all
Like,
their
it's not like
mustaches?
the- Right. Well,
Where'd the
like, some of them-
mustaches go?
some of them
Yeah.
had the mustaches. I don't know.
R.I.P. mustaches.
I'm not sure. But like
Okay.
I distinctly remember it from like those early shots, those early promo shots, like
Yeah.
we got of the White Cloak. I was just like, they all
Pretty
have
epic.
that same like
The
like
Chester
kind of
stashes
shaved
and haircut.
sides, like
Uh-huh.
kind of like
Yes.
all like right up here in the front. You know, it's
Mhm.
yeah, and then
Perrin?
it's that kind of guy that wears like the salmon colored polo and like
Hey,
plaid
Slightly popped.
khaki shorts. And like
Ah.
I don't know, like
She's brutal with it.
expensive, like
I gotta get rid of my
like,
salmon
what's that,
shirt. God damn it.
Birkenstocks? Somebody, they're wearing some fucking Birkenstocks. You bet.
Oh.
And if this describes you, don't take it serious. You know, we're just kidding.
Fair.
All right.
From now on, can we refer to the White Cloaks as your favorite term or one of your best terms, which is bro dudes or dude bros or
Dude
whatever?
bros?
Dude bros. Yeah.
Yeah, they could be the dude bros.
I mean, the White Cloaks do like hit a lot of the dude bro like checks
Do.
for me, but that is
Yeah.
besides the point. This guy, the haircut matches, but then again, all of the haircuts are gonna match.
I bet you
So-
they throw a really good misogyny party. Like,
Oh gosh.
Probably.
I'm pretty sure.
Will
they're on
not
top of it.
attend.
Although Was there not? No, there wasn't an image of a female.
Whitecloak?
Yeah, Whitecloak. Was there?
No, there was a director standing amidst Whitecloaks, but she
okay.
wasn't
Yeah.
a
That,
female.
no, that was that Rami?
That sounds
Was it Rami?
right.
The one who did the What Origins? Is that her?
Yes, that's who it was.
I think you're right. Whew! What a day.
Yeah, I feel like historic flooding in your area is gonna wreak havoc on your telecommunication stuff. So
Yeah.
Probably.
I feel like I need to go take a shot.
I
I posted
agree.
the Twitch link. I posted the Twitch link in the YouTube chat. Listen, if anybody comes
Yeah.
over.
This is bonkers, but okay, let's keep we gotta soldier on. It's recording. So
This
amazing.
scene though,
Yeah.
that script thingy, the script leak, where we think that this might be similar to, which may or may not have ended up in the final cuts, we don't know, but it might be similar to what happened where Perrin and Aviendha talk, because like he rescued her or did her something, for some reason she owes him her life,
Mm-hmm.
and that this
Mhm.
could be that like what we see in The Great Hunt when Perrin rescues Gaul from the cage, which is one of like my top 5 favorite scenes in the whole
Yes.
series. Let's just be honest.
There's
It's
a cage.
This
so good.
might be Aviendha usurping Gaul's place.
Could
Okay.
be. Maybe
So-
Aviendha's trying to rescue Gaul and will still get Gaul.
Oh, okay. So we've got
Yeah.
more. So it's like a merge
There's
of
a layers.
that, like interaction between like we have Nynaeve and Elaine who like run into the Maidens of the Spear and heal that one.
Mhm.
And then you have Perrin and Gaul in Remen.
Right.
No, it's not Remen. Is it Remen? It is Remen.
I think it
I
is
wrote the
Remen,
Gaul
yeah.
article
Yeah, it is
on
Remen.
thegreatblight.com, okay?
Okay.
I know what I'm talking about.
I believe you.
You got the deets then.
So
Anyways, so that scene with Gaul in a cage.
what
Yeah.
about? Okay, so first off, this wherever they're at looks very similar to where Rand is walking through in the clip, where Min is hiding in, looking out through the windows. It's all very ramshackle, kind of wooden structures. That one beam on the right there looks like it's burnt and broken off. So
Mhm.
this could have been
It does.
where they were fighting previously.
The Foregate, maybe?
I thought about the Foregate as well.
Mm.
It's kind of hard to tell because I also know that, right after Egwene and all of them helped Aviendha and the maidens heal, I think it was Dalian or what was her name? Dalen or Joylin, whichever one. They got captured by bandits or something, right? They had to be rescued.
Yeah.
Yes.
So maybe
And then she died.
they switched the bandits for Whitecloak camp.
Could be.
I don't know. It could be a number
Yeah.
of things happening here.
All I know is it looks like a barbarian encampment from Civ. And so that checks
it
out.
does.
It's the white cloaks.
That does check out.
Could be
Like-
white cloaks.
That's
You're just-
100% right there.
What are you getting? Coin out of this, or you're getting technology? What is?
What? No.
You said a barbarian encampment out of Civ.
It does. That's what it looks like. Thank you for the follow, Rapunzel. Yeah, so, yeah. I think the cage behind there doesn't look open to me. Maybe Gaul's in it still. Aviendha could be rescuing him. Perrin could rescue Aviendha. And then we could have the exchange between them like in that leaked script.
Which Rafe, well, not the leaked script. Well, Rafe, there was a question, which I did not think to ask, and I feel silly for not doing it. One of the best quotes in the whole series is when Gaul says, "Do you like to dance, Perrin Abara?" And then goes all fucking
We're
Matrix
getting it.
on the Whitecloaks. And Rafe said yes, but he didn't
Yes.
say it was gonna be Gaul. So I still don't have faith that Gaul is not cut.
Yeah. Yeah, the question was phrased like, are we going to get, do you like to dance, Perrin Ibarra? And Rafe
Yeah.
said like, yes, or something like,
Yeah.
he just
Yeah,
confirmed.
so-
He didn't say who.
Just yes. Yeah.
So that will happen, but it may or may not be our stone dog friend of the Sharad Aiel.
I love Gaul. I have
I
hope.
love Paul so much.
I want him in this, but
I want him.
I want him to.
We need him.
I do too.
We know that
We all
Gaul's
do.
not.
We all do.
He's not dead. We just don't know that he actually exists.
True. Gosh, I anyone who can still see this in the chat, I can see you all on Twitch. I am so sorry for what's happening. I promise I will post this on YouTube after the fact. We are gonna get through this. By God.
We're just gonna keep going.
We're just gonna keep going. We're gonna talk, and if it refreshes, it refreshes. Okay, let's see. Most exciting images. Oh, another one that I'm very pumped about. This one, because I think we've got Donalfin.
Yes.
Do you all agree?
Yeah.
Which one do you think is him?
This one. This looks like the back of his
Yeah,
head.
it's him,
It
on the
just
right.
does.
Yeah.
On the right.
Yeah.
The curls. The curls.
It's the
Go to
curls.
chaos.
Right. It's like
Which
And this
one are you
is
saying?
like
This one.
One on the
Sorry,
far right.
this
Yeah.
one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Far
like
right,
this
yeah.
whole thing he's got going on. That's very Donal for me.
A lot of people are saying that the one on the far left might be he who must not be spoken of.
Yeah, could be. I don't know. I'm worried that they're gonna make him likable after the Q&A.
I think they are. I think you're right. I think we're gonna
Oh.
feel a little bit.
No, I'm not
That
gonna
one
feel
wasn't
shit.
unlikable.
This is an
until
adaptation.
later
Find
the
room in your
series.
heart.
You're right. He could be likable up front, like at first.
Someone, I think it was on the Dusty Wheel stream, the one that's like all the way on the left, like we just kind of have him in the foreground. Someone said that looked maybe a little bit like Maxim.
Yes.
The one that is played by Taylor Napier.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Who, I don't know, like I don't want to say that any of the people in this shot or that Hamar would be in this scene necessarily. But if we're trying to condense characters, it could be, Maxim, who is the one that takes that place in the show.
Actually, if you look to the far
Yeah.
right, past Donald, there is somebody standing there that looks like an instructor.
I don't know. The clothes they're wearing,
Some type of instruction.
it's like a bright red pant, and I think that's a crew member. Like, oh, you can't see it here. Let me fix it. Let me fix
Go behind the
it.
scenes.
Yeah, this is a behind the scenes footage. This is all you can see of this guy. I think that's shoot. I need to move it again.
Right, because we're
So you think it's like a crew
we don't know
member is
that
what
these
you're
are
saying?
actual
Yeah.
shots of the show. That this could just be like footage from like crew.
This dude looks like he's wearing a hoodie. Like, if you look at like right here, I think he's
Maybe that's the style. Maybe that's the style
could
of
be
his
the
land.
style.
Maybe we're getting some hoodies.
His land. They
Why
have
not?
hoodies.
Could
They have
be. I don't know.
I don't know. There's just somebody. I just saw somebody standing over there, and I thought, okay, if this is a good shot, and yeah, it's possible it could be behind the scenes, or that it's a crew member. I just think he's way too close to the actors if he is. No.
It's also canon
Yeah.
that like the Aes Sedai go to like I don't know peruse like the goods
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
when like the trainees are up to things.
Yeah.
You know, like Galad had his own little like OnlyFans thing going on there.
So you see them up in the galleries, like walking and watching, and just like as who somebody said in the chat, Krager said in the chat, or no, who said it? Window shopping. I can't find it back. But
Window
they
shopping.
said the Aes Sedai are window
it was
shopping.
Sith Master.
Oh, Sith Master. There it is.
There we go. That's the right term.
Oh, it's true.
Perfect.
That's kind of what it is.
It is. Yeah, they're window
They're
shopping.
literally just checking out the goods. All right, let's see. That's exciting. I think it's Donal. We've got the back of Rand in this like ramshackle barbarian encampment.
He's just going with them.
That's what it looks
Yeah,
I
like.
hope we get
You
just a
had
lot more of
theory.
Rand. Yeah.
Tavern, what's your theory for why Rand shaved his head?
That's his Clark Kent glasses disguise. He shaves his head and nobody knows who he is.
Yeah.
Do you think it's so no one knows who he is, or so
I
no one
think-
thinks that he is Aiel?
Oh,
he's
I
still-
yield. I
his
love
head,
that detail.
His head is still red. So I thought about that
It's true.
too. It's not really hiding shit. Lest this happens after fight in the sky, if they even do that, maybe he's trying to avoid looking like the painting. Again, that's if they follow that
Oh,
whole storyline.
yeah.
so he's trying to hide that way. Or maybe he's literally trying to hide from the group, right? Because they would ask for a farmer with wavy red hair or whatever, and they're like, nope.
Gotta shave it off.
So he shaved it off. It's I don't know.
Yeah.
That's my theories. He's definitely
Maybe he
trying to
has
hide.
like a breakdown, an emotional breakdown, and shaves his head. You see some
Wait,
real emotions there.
Possible.
My brain, I just came up with a thing. What if he colored his hair while it was still long, and this is all him after he shaves it off?
That's possible.
Yeah,
He
he
got
could.
rid of the he colored it like with red hen pepper, white hen pepper, or whatever the heck.
Whatever.
And
Yeah,
so
possible.
so like we're gonna get to see Rand in a wig for a little bit, and then he is like, I'm not gonna hide anymore or whatever because he has to go do a thing or something,
Right.
and so then he shaves his head.
Okay.
He does focus in because I'm trying to see who that person
Yeah.
is in front of him. To the
You heard it here. That's my theory. Rand in a wig,
Good
and
one.
then
Branded a wig.
Yeah,
Let's see some
Then-
wig action.
I'm
this
into it.
looks like this is what I think the Foregate would have been described as, or was described as, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty ramshackle.
It is.
Yeah,
It is.
it really is.
I mean, Rand,
Yeah.
like,
mm,
I guess in certain scenes throughout the Wheel of Time book, right, Rand's by himself and he's like moving
Yeah.
throughout the map, and
Yes.
people are following him, right? And so
Mhm.
like, there's like maybe it's Foregate, maybe because we see this shot like this.
It's the
this-
wedding town.
Well, yeah, like what I was. This could be a town that he shows up at and
Yeah.
then ends up leaving, and then at some, that's where Perrin encounters the Whitecloaks. Like maybe the Whitecloaks are trying to follow him too. I don't know. This is it's a little wild, but like it could just be a stop along the
It's
way.
like there just has to be some kind of intersection of all these disparate parts, right?
Yeah.
Because Fane and Rand, like, there's that connection there too.
Mhm.
Like, meet again on Telmon Head, and that happens. Like, they go there, like, kind of like Kyrian, and then that's like their next stop.
Yeah.
We know Barthanas is going to be in the show somewhere, whether that's in the Dark Friend Social or whether it's in Kyrian. Like, the idea that he's Domadrid, right? He's House Domadrid. Is he?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Because it was
Yeah.
Galdrian Ryatson was the king
Yeah.
at the time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Look at me remembering stuff.
I mean,
Really good
we
job.
have you on one of our trivia events. Because dang.
I'm not playing. It's not me. It'll be Winespring this
Just
time.
host.
Oh.
Oh, not do well.
like but what we had previously had is all people in one place. Loial, Matt, Rand, Perrin, all in one. With like Moiraine and Lan just kind of like camped out with Adelius and Vandine for a bit. Now they're in 2-3 different parties, and with Matt possibly in a fourth one. We don't even know where Matt is, other than like in the White Tower, if we're right about that. So there's some intersection between what's going on with Fane and what's going on with Rand and what's going on with Perrin and the Shienarans. Like there has to be a convergence in all of this. And it makes me wonder that if this like mid-season finale, which is what I think most of this is hinting at, is kind of what that's going to. I think that this is Rand and Kyrian, and that Fane goes through there.
Yeah.
And that maybe Moiraine and Loial, who might be with them, Moiraine and Loial and Lan kind of meet up with him first.
I like that. I do very much
Yeah.
like his outfit.
Yeah, no, his
Just
outfit's
generally.
I do
Now,
too.
Right.
I think
Updated
okay,
look
so
there.
It looks almost like maybe it's just like the quality of what I'm looking at because it's very small, but like the weave on it almost makes him look like he's almost got like this like studded leather jacket vibe, just like the color contrast.
yeah, it's
in
just
it.
a bunch of stitching.
Yeah.
It's stitching in different colors. It's really cool. I actually like it a lot. Actually, oh my god.
What is it?
Okay, bear with me
What?
on this.
Okay. All right.
His jacket he's got on looks like it's inside out.
Okay.
Like the collar, the felt on the collar looks like it would be on the inside rather than the outside. And what kind of coat would have all that stitching back and forth across it?
Well, it's actually kind of reminiscent of Egwene's skirt in the breakup scene from episode 1. Like, that's kind of maybe a Two Rivers type style.
Maybe,
Mhm.
Like a
or
wool thing.
Are you talking like a
Yeah.
Gleeman or something?
he.
Tavern?
It almost looks
Is that
like
where
he's
you're
wearing a
heading?
Gleeman's coat inside out.
Like
Okay.
reverse.
Or do you think he's gonna pull like a magic
Stretching it.
mic and just like fucking turn it inside out?
I don't know. I'm just saying. It
I
kind
am
of looks,
here.
looks like it's inside out. I mean, and there's a lot of square stitching. I don't know. It's just interesting. I'm not saying that's what it is, but it kind of looks that way. It's pretty cool. I like it. The other thing I want to say is this town that he's in, or this area that he's in, all towns look fucking similar. Looks very much like the town that Perrin is in when there's fighting happening.
Yeah.
Looks like it. So this might be the place where they all converge, and kind of all hell breaks loose.
Yeah,
That would be a good mid-season finale.
it would
type
be a
thing.
good mid-season finale for sure.
Yes.
Pre-Falma, maybe. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm hoping for Falma. I said, I don't know. The map is what throws everything off. I don't know if you want to show that shot or not.
Oh yeah, I got you.
That battle map is what throws everything off because the only thing it looks like is Tanchico, which kind of is
Oh, there
well
it is.
further on in the books.
There we go. I think we can like Seanchin ships. There's Whitecloaks in the room, so presumably like these are like the trebuchets, kind of like that were in that shot with the Whitecloaks. So we can assume it's Whitecloaks coming up on
Yes.
a city occupied by the Seanchin.
Wait, I do
Preparing
believe our
for
YouTube
battle.
stream is well and truly dead.
Yeah,
It's
so
gone.
is
Oh
so is
yeah.
Twitch, I think.
It's gone.
I think it's
Yeah.
it's on me. I like.
No, yeah, no, don't worry about it. I was just doing a little double check of things.
I appreciate the update.
Carry on,
Carry
on.
I don't know what to say other than
No, don't say anything.
No, we're moving
Fine,
on.
I don't
Let's go.
care.
We're on it. Yeah.
I'm having a great time.
all right, so yeah, that's
Seanchin chips, trebuchets, white cloaks.
yeah, it just
And-
feels to me like an assault on Falma, but
Palma for sure.
Okay, yeah, and that's what I thought too. But you have to look if you look at the Wheel of Time map, even the map that they've put on their website, or like on the Amazon Prime site, right? Almost sticks out on a land. Okay. This is like one piece of land that's split down the middle. It kind of juts out. The only thing that is reminiscent of that is Tanchico. If I'm completely wrong and it's Falma, then I'd be happy to freaking be like, yep, I'm glad I was wrong because I really want Falma. But for whatever reason, it just doesn't match up with the maps.
yeah.
All.
I mean, let me just 1 sec. Let's do a little
Searchy,
Wheel
searchy.
of Time.
Reconnaissance.
Now we're gonna do a little recon here.
Gotta work. Let's go.
Okay, so Wheel of Time map on Pinterest, sure. Why not? No, I don't want to sign up for Pinterest. I just want to see the map. Dang it, that's not gonna work. All right, I'm gonna show y'all so you don't have to guess what we're talking about here. Okay, so we've got Falma right here. Boop right here. This is what it looks like on most maps.
Okay.
And the show image is here. So it doesn't seem to stick out as much.
Zoom in on Tanchico though.
Bruh? Okay, let me see.
No, not there. On the other one.
I
On the other map?
I know.
I'm messing.
My zooming capabilities are not the finest right now. Okay, let's see. We're doing this, and we're zooming in on Tanchico. Let's see. There. So what you're saying is there's a river.
You see how it juts out just enough?
Yeah.
And there's a river that splits that peninsula in two.
Yeah. Yeah. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
That's the only thing that makes sense. I could be, like I said, they can make whatever the hell they want, but that's the only thing that matches the maps.
Okay, so maybe we're
That's on in the shot. So yeah, which is why I'm afraid that they're combining Falma and Tanchico.
You know what? They can't. Yeah. All right. Cool. Maybe they will. I'm not against it.
They certainly could be. Or it could just be a map of like some Whitecloaks discussing business of like things that they're doing in Tanchico in addition to things that they are doing elsewhere.
Ooh, I
Preparing
like
for-
that. Like world building. Like this is going on other than where we are, you know? Like here we
Yeah.
are in Falma, there's Tanchico, you know, maybe. I don't
I
know.
like that.
All right, so
Yeah.
going back to the image that you have on the screen, we have the Seanchin chips. Like we said, we have the trebuchets, we have the Whitecloaks. Town are clearly occupied by Seanchin because of the color of the
Yeah.
little coins.
And for the person asking about the fingers of the dragon in chat, I believe those are by tier.
Yeah. I believe
They're
so.
further south.
Let's see. I've got the
I'm not gonna lie.
I recommend the Atlas of Ice and Fire, which is I believe that's done. It's a Wurthead's blog. He's got some good maps going on there.
nice.
Okay.
These are the fingers
First time I
right
saw this image,
down here.
that's where I was in my head. I was like, "That's Moiraine." It's right.
Oh,
next to
gosh.
the, well, I was because I was like, it's right like next to the ale waste.
Yeah.
Then I was thinking, oh, the entire behind the scenes stuff is happening in the desert, and we're nowhere near Moiraine at this point. So
Okay.
can't be that. So I had to rethink everything.
So we got to move on from this map. Like,
We gotta get
yeah.
out of the weeds.
we got to get out of the weeds. We're in the weeds. So this land training with a sword without a shirt on feels like classic The Wheel of Time to me.
Oh yes,
Right?
shirtless land too. Come on, Daniel Honey. Why does he even need a shirt?
I don't think he does ever.
Butt chest.
No. In this turning of the wheel, the Malkiri do not wear
Are
shirts.
shirtless.
Shirtless
They're
all the
shirtless.
time.
The Hadori
They-
and no
they-
shirt. That's how you tell them apart.
Exactly. You have the Hadori, and then they when
That's
they
how
do
you
not wear
tell
shirts
them.
into battle.
Good.
And I'm not gonna
That's
lie.
fair.
In the Rand torch scene,
Mm-hmm.
that's how I figured it was Rand
Yeah.
in the back because toward the last little bit of it, see the Hadori. I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
that's land. I said,
Ah,
that's
yeah,
land.
absolutely. Yeah, that's a dead giveaway.
So if we have
I
Lan
thought-
training with a sword, are we
Good.
going to get Lan training Rand? Because I know that's a thing that everyone that read the books missed.
yes.
Well, in the
hope we get
origins
some of
thing,
that.
like that little clip that we got, it starts off. The only dialogue we hear, pretty much, is like the names of sword forms. So
Yes.
fingers crossed, man, because I need that. I need it in my life. Mentor Lan and like student
Yeah.
Rand is just a relationship that like gives me all the warm fuzzies
Same.
and like
Yes.
just I don't know.
Hey.
It just there's
So
so
good to
much
see
to
Rand
talk
get that
about
attention.
there, you know.
There is.
Any land relationship.
Because like Tam can't be there, and I just
Yes.
look. I wrote a
Rand
fanfic.
is,
Is all I'm
he's
saying.
like trying to hold on to sanity.
Bro.
A fanfic of Lan and Rand.
No,
Oh my.
not that kind of fanfic. Although like I could certainly, but no, there's a fanfic that was written, and there's a conversation between Lan and Tam that I wish had happened in the book, but did not, and so I fixed that.
Oh, good.
I like that a lot. I like
Check it
that a
out.
lot.
Yeah.
All right, so that's there's not a ton of substance in the Lan without
Yeah, I
a
don't-
shirt.
Shirtless Lan.
Shirtless Lan.
I mean, come on. Do we need the substance?
We don't need
That is the
substance. Just the fact that they're
Okay,
That
doing
is the substance.
I'm a little weirded out because I think some people are can actually hear us or see us on Twitch. I
Yeah,
don't know because people are actually commenting to what we're talking about, so I'm not sure how that's.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
sure.
we're soldiering
Whatever.
on. Who do you think it is?
Were you gonna?
Yeah,
were
so
you
who
gonna-
is it?
I
Okay.
think I missed that part.
What's that?
Never mind. Keep going. Ignore me.
So some people are saying that the archway in front of her or them, I think it's a woman, just the way the shoulders sway. It's Carrie Annan because of the sunburst thing. I honestly want this to be Amos so badly, and that I want it to be Amos so badly. Maybe she's dreamwalking, or maybe Hold, because the Hold in the canyon is all decorated and has stonework and all that stuff and greenery. That's what I'm hoping. I don't know if that's accurate or not, though, but that's what I want it to be. I want it to be Amos.
I think it's been confirmed
Wiggly.
it wasn't already. Like, because that had been guessed, and then Rafe came in and no one's guessed it yet who it is.
So
The squiggly thing in the archway, does that look like a rising sun or something?
yeah, that's what they're saying.
Maybe?
Yeah, they're saying
Yeah.
it's like Carrion because of the rising sun motif on that arch. Yeah.
There's also,
I mean,
that's white cloak imagery too, right?
Mm-hmm.
right,
That's true.
right. I don't want to. I don't want to
And I think the shoulders
go
are
out
more
on a limb
masculine.
and say that it's like Barthanes,
Yeah.
because
it might be.
Domodrid's sigil is a tree and a crown, but I mean, he's still Kyrianan. Like this could be.
You think
I mean,
the
this
front
could
of
be
the head is
Dark Friend
shaved?
Social.
The Dark Friend
I don't
Social?
know.
Yeah.
This could be one of the Dark Friends.
That's
we
it.
we don't know.
Didn't it take place in a cavern?
No,
It was
like
I don't
a
know,
manor.
and they don't have to do what
Was it
we
a
thought.
manor?
Yeah, it was somebody.
Yeah.
It was like somebody's house or like an inn. Like there were rooms that people
Yeah,
had.
lots of room.
This is really
Yes.
bright, though. I don't think they would do that in broad daylight, but I
Right,
could be
right?
wrong.
That would be kind of feels weird for.
That would be like
Was it
the
such a
dark
bright
friend.
image?
That'd be the dark friend brunch.
It could be him walking
The-
towards a gateway provided for
Right.
him.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, it's possible.
yeah, whatever it might be.
Yeah.
But that could be not the hill that I'll die on, but the one on which I would
Yeah.
certainly take injury. That this could be one of the people going to the Dark Friend Social.
Possible, yeah.
This could be Barthanes himself. I don't know.
I like
But
that guess actually.
As far as we know that it has not been guessed, I mean, that's kind of two guesses, I suppose. But
Someone
maybe
say-
instead of the man who called himself Bors, we have Barthanes Domodrid.
Yeah.
I don't hate it.
Did somebody guess Amos, and that was what you're saying?
Rafe
Yeah,
said
like
no
someone
one
had already guessed it.
Yeah, Rafe
Okay,
said
so
no one's
shit.
guessed it right yet, or he did say that like a couple days ago, right?
Right. To which point, like, I
Names
think
have already been guessed.
and Aes Sedai and Varen and Amis had been some of the first, like,
Top ones.
guesses.
Oh, I
Yes.
got another one.
But since I know
True.
that Barthanes has been cast as well, there we go. I think that's Lord Barthanes with a nice little elven little braid at the back of his head.
Possible. Okay.
Yes, perfect.
Did anybody guess Linny?
No,
Oh, I didn't see Lenny anywhere
chat?
actually.
Now, granted, Linny wouldn't be in Carrianan.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
I don't
You
know,
know, it
who
could
it
be-
is. It's
I don't know. Like I said, when I saw the walk, the shoulders kind of swayed a little bit. It could be a man, it could be a woman. I'm not really sure, but I thought it gave me female vibes, but I could be completely off.
it's honestly, I go back and forth. The more I look at it, the more I'm
My
like,
first instinct for me was that was male.
yeah,
but-
same,
Me too.
same.
Actually, same.
But I don't.
Very masculine,
I-
actually.
I like
Yeah.
it's not a hill that I'll die on. Like I said,
Right.
my first instinct is that was a man, but that could be because of the shoulders and how they're squared with whatever sort of vest is happening
Yeah, the
here.
vest, right?
Yeah.
And I think that like the little like that sort of like little braid at the back of the head that always to me, I know plenty of women like wear their hair like this, obviously, but it's always seemed
It's
to me a little bit
masculine,
more like men with long hair will do that, like in
Yeah.
fantasy settings.
And it makes sense if
Especially, yeah.
the front of their head is shaved, keep it back.
Yeah,
You know, I guess. I don't know. I mean,
We haven't met any Kyrianans in this show yet. We don't know that they're still
Oh.
going to do that.
yeah. I
That's
kind of
true.
hope they
That
don't
is
because
true.
it sounds silly as fuck.
well,
Personally,
Yeah.
but wait,
Might be a little
It does be
overboard.
reminiscent of like the Japanese culture, but
yeah,
it
we
does,
see it.
does
we
seem
see
a little silly
you
to
see
see
it
like
in a
on a
lot
white
of-
boy.
We
right?
see it in a lot of Japanese movies.
Yeah,
well,
but
they've
like,
been really good. They've been really good about casting having a very diverse cast. So they could be casting people that we don't know about for Carrianan that are Asian looking.
True.
You know, we just don't know. Now, granted, I would think they would announce something, but I think if they look too much like a particular house, we would see it right off the bat. You know what I mean?
yeah, I think we're getting a Witcher crossover, and I'm gonna die on that.
So,
It has
That's
that vibe,
fine,
though.
so are we
Yeah.
talking about Henry Cavill now?
Absolutely.
I mean,
Oh my god.
Rob and I just like he just put out the podcast episode a little while ago. We did our top fan cast for Henry Cavill in the Wheel of Time TV show. So
Oh.
plugging Malkier Talks
Nice.
right now. You should
Go.
go listen to his podcast,
Yeah.
watch his content. Rob's great. We love him.
We do.
This is Henry
But
Cavill,
Rob
he's
and
missing, like-
Bodie and I,
Oh, fan cast Henry Cavill. I love that.
We fan cast Henry Cavill.
Any
I will
role.
say that Lord Barthanes was not. Well, Lord Barthanes had already been cast, so
Right.
so he wasn't one of them.
If this is Henry Cavill, they've stolen his shoulders. That's all I'm gonna.
I feel like
I'm gonna throw out there. He's missing half his shoulders. That's all I'm saying.
he could be slouched, you know, like one of these.
He could be
Well,
slouched.
So I just pulled up the Watt series website because that's where I go when I need information. Will Tudor, who plays Barthanes Damodred, like, I mean, this man,
Yeah.
like, it's gonna be like hard to tell.
Yeah.
But, like, yeah, this guy.
Oh my God! Why is everybody so
Look at
freaking
that.
good looking? What the
Yeah.
Like, I could
bullshit?
see him rocking.
Never gonna be on the show.
I guess, like, why would his hair be silver though? That's the one thing. That's why it's like that's the one thing leaning in
Yeah,
favor of
it is.
Anise to me. Like, because it's like, who
It
else
is
is
odd.
described with silver hair? Like, Elias is described to have, I think, gray hair, and
Yeah.
which was my first instinct until I saw the dude with dreads, and then I was like, oh, that's probably
Yes,
Elias.
me too.
and
It
then
has to be him,
and then
yeah.
it's like, well, who then? Like, who are we talking about here?
I read something that somebody said they thought this was Tom, and I was like,
Oh, I remember seeing that.
I don't know how much time has passed. I'll be damned
Like
if
a
his
Tom
hair grew out
flashback?
that friggin' fast.
Definitely not Tom.
It's definitely not Tom.
Yeah, no, his hair's not gonna grow out that fast.
No.
Maybe Rand's
Be
wearing a
ridiculous.
wig. Maybe this is the wig. No. Okay.
That was a question
Oh my
I
gosh.
asked that was ignored.
Fucking wig gate.
I dug. This is the great.
That's the wig.
I dug a hole for
I don't
myself.
know.
That's Rand's wig. There we go.
It's quite
There's
the
a-
wig.
I-
Listen, we're gonna have to bring this up to Nablus. He is our wig
Yes.
connoisseur.
There we go.
He'll be
There
able
we
to
go.
tell us.
Oh my gosh, that's the wig. Y'all are hysterical.
I forgot what I was going to say. It's fine. It'll come back to me.
Light Blinded Fool says, I think it's Rand's father's uncle's cousin's former roommate. It's as good a guess
There it
as
is.
any.
Why not?
As good a guess as any.
Yes.
Okay, we have to move on. I think we've guessed every person in the Wheel of Time now for that wig.
Moving on.
So it's Slayer, is what he's
It's
saying.
ooh, are we
Slay-
getting
ooh.
Slayer?
That could be
Slayer.
Slayer. Why
So-
not?
He's been brought up.
Why
This,
not?
this is Min. If you brighten the image, you can tell it's Min. She
Yes.
has partially shaved side of her head, so either she got a cool haircut, or she's already related to the Seanchin in some way. I think given the room that she's in, probably she's not in with the Seanchin because it seems like not super fancy, but I could be wrong. What do you guys think about this?
I was thinking it was she was with the Seanchin, but you got to make a good point. Being a little drab.
Wait a
Yeah.
minute. I'm totally
Wait.
at a loss. Min was with the Seanchin at some point in the books?
The
Yeah, wasn't
context
she
of-
helping?
At the very end.
Well, she was.
Oh,
Yeah,
later on in
the
books, but
context
no,
is a
no.
little bit complex because she's living in occupied territory essentially,
Right.
and the way that the Seanchin did their whole imperialistic thing is they just made people swear to
I
obey,
get
wait, and
that,
serve,
yeah.
and then they could kind of go on with their lives. So
That was-
in terms of what she's doing, she's both like,
Min is
doing
surviving.
that.
That's what she does.
yeah,
Yeah,
But-
right.
Men
she's
is surviving.
She's surviving, but
Later
she's
on
also
in the books.
undermining. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's also like working with Elaine and Nynaeve during that time. So if she kind of adopted some kind of Seanchan fashion, that could also be interesting.
Right, but my thing is that takes place way later in the books.
Right,
Not
but
at the
like,
beginning of the books.
you're right, but
Yeah, so yeah. I think she's in hiding. She left the Borderlands, right? Valdara. She's in hiding. You said the lustful eyes of Rand on a bed, looking at men could be what's happening.
Oh, yeah.
Sideways now. It literally does not get better, does it?
All right, oh, there we go. There we go.
Right, there we go. She
Look,
shook the
I thought
iPad.
that maybe I was going to be the one
we have no sound.
who had the problem. Hi, can you hear me?
I can't hear her. At all.
Yes.
No, all of your
It's weird.
theories are
This is just the weirdest
wrong
thing
and
ever.
they're terrible.
All of your things are wrong and you're terrible. is what I like that. That Min theory, though, Tavern was pretty.
It might be that they
interesting.
found
That's
each
who
other.
he's looking at.
It might be that they found each other
Okay.
because of his, Pied Piper status.
Rand's bedroom eyes are directed at Min. That's
Towards men, yes.
while
That
he's
could
covered
work.
in blood.
Okay, I do see the Rand bedroom. Maybe that's what brought me.
I don't see the blood thing. Let me bring up my picture.
It's on his
That's it.
neck.
I can't tell the
know.
blood
It was all
either.
robots
you
and
mean
just
like on
like
his
dark
chest?
screens for a second there.
Oh,
I'm sorry,
yeah, I see
Master
it.
of the Deck.
It just
That
looks
sucks.
dirty.
This is chaos. It's pure chaos. I don't know what's going on.
It is. You have problems. I've got problems. We've all
Definitely
got
has-
problems. It's fine
We've all got
because
problems,
Rand
yeah.
looking
Got
at
a
us
crud
like
on
that
his
makes
neck
it all
and
better.
chest.
It does. It does.
He's judging us. Is about how I feel.
Or he's looking at Min.
Feel judged.
Or
Judge me, Lord Dragon.
He's looking at men.
okay. Let's identify the like. Does anybody have any more photos they definitely want to look at? Because I feel like we need to just give up. And it's almost time anyway, so it's not that big of a
It is.
deal.
We did really good
Fine.
considering.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
two pictures.
Great job.
Two pictures.
Um.
The lady with the golden face.
Oh, wow! We forgot. I can't believe we didn't talk about that yet. By the way,
That's a good one. Let's.
Perrin has a sword. Crazy. Like, and we've got Una.
Yeah.
That's all that really matters in the shot, I think.
Yeah, that's
Perrin
totally
with a
fine.
sword. Weird.
Okay,
Yeah.
Is it his sword or is it the guy behind him?
I think it's his.
It looks like his.
Yeah, it looks like his.
Yeah, it looks like his.
I think, personally.
But if he's still doing the pacifist thing,
I think he's probably
that's
over
weird.
it. That's,
Maybe. Yeah,
that's
maybe.
just a guess.
I think that was pacifism. I think that was fear. So
Fear,
Mhm.
yeah, and guilt, both.
yeah.
He just thought Aram was so cool. He was considering it.
Totally. All right. So, first time I saw this, I thought this could be Egwene. Captured by the Seanchin, put under some mask where she can't really see that well. But then the more I hear people saying that it could be someone who's like a member of the blood because they go under the veil. They don't want to meet the eyes of their people, whatever. Like, now I'm like, okay, maybe it's not Egwene. Master.
What a cool veil.
it is
What
cool.
an
I'm
awesome veil.
That's what I was
Cool
thinking.
concept. Yeah, the concept of a gold veil is spot on.
Are we thinking Sarath?
Yeah, I actually like that one. Or what is it, Egwene? I heard that
Egwene.
also.
Yeah, I thought about that
Egwene.
too because she does capture or go after Bale's.
Bale
That's
Domon,
where we first
who
see him
has been cast.
And we're-
capturing Bale.
Yeah,
Yes.
and confirmed that we're gonna meet him. So could be
Okay, so
her.
if anybody can, if Master of the Deck says something, please repeat.
He
it.
still can't hear me?
Oh, you still
He
can't
still can't hear
her?
you.
Do you have
I
her
can't hear
muted
her.
on accident? Like in the Discord?
No, her volume is up. I'm looking at it now. It's not muted.
I
Not
It's the
muted.
weirdest damn thing.
I'll repeat it, whatever she says.
Okay.
Okay, so Master of the Deck, do you have a theory about who this is?
The mandibles.
Yes, the
The
man.
mandibles.
Okay, so we have the mandibles.
Oh,
They look like mandibles.
right here.
Like,
No, sorry.
they
We'll tell you
remind you of like the mandibles on insects. It was pointed out on the Dusty Wheel stream that they could also have little like octopus sort of suckers on them,
Oh.
like tentacles.
Yes. Yeah.
Which means to me this could be High Lady Suroth because of the face shield, like was said.
Mhm.
But it could also be Egwene because tentacles, ocean, ship captain.
Yes. I'm so with you on all that.
I like that a lot. Okay, Tavern, what were you saying?
What did she say? Because I
She
heard
said
nothing.
she thinks it could
Oh,
be
yeah.
Egwene because on the little mandible things, it looks like there might be octopus suckers, and
I
as
see that,
ship
yeah.
captain vibes, or High Lady Suroth, I believe, because of the veil.
Yeah, I agree with both of those. I think
So not Lanfear.
Or
I don't think-
Lanfear.
I don't think it's Lanfear unless they're going back to the Age of Legends, and it still doesn't make any sense. This is definitely giving off Seanchin vibes. Me, anyways.
I think so, more than anything, yeah.
Yeah.
But okay, so the question is, after I watched Unraveling the Patterns video, I think that was his theory. But what if they're combining Lanfear and oh my gosh, I'm blanking on the Forsaken that's hiding amidst the Seanchin.
Samarag,
Thank you.
who is the truth speaker.
Samarag, who's the truth speaker, and since her mouth is uncovered, it could make sense that this is like the outfit the truth speaker wears, because like her mouth is like what she uses to be the truth speaker.
It's possible.
And that Lanfear takes different faces throughout the show. One of them being the truth speaker for so it's there's a lot of layers to this theory, but there's a way
it's exciting,
that
though.
this is Lanfear. I don't know though. Wow, meme reborn cheese grater face.
She's kidding.
Kinda.
Are they wrong?
No.
Cheese grater face.
Oh,
hilarious.
good. Yeah.
Great job.
Perfect.
Oh. Yeah, I only have one other picture whenever we're done with this one.
Sure. What do we want to see?
Which one?
Hey, go back to the courtyard picture where we're looking down on the people that you said were in the shape of.
Oh yeah, I noticed something, guys.
Yes.
What?
It looks like
What
the
did
Aes
you
Sedai
talk about this
symbol. Kind of.
Oh yeah.
Doesn't it? Like.
We're so proud of you, Kritter. You did it.
This
It's
is
totally
pretty-
there.
This is pretty impressive. I like it. What I'll do is, but before the end of the night, I will draw lines on this to bring out the Aes Sedai symbol for you.
Amazing.
Right?
Amazing. And also,
We'll
it's
decide
upside
that
down,
for us.
but that's fine because this is a behind-the-scenes shot, and we don't know where the camera is. So
This is true.
Good point.
So I don't know what's happening here, but we'll say this. I want to say these are Seanchin.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Agreed.
Guy in the middle, the big guy.
Mm-hmm.
My theory on this is it's Turok.
That would be sick.
Yes. Yes.
He's
for
got
sure.
he has a sword on him. You can't really see it in this shot, but when he's walking, you actually see a sword on him. He is a
Blade Master.
grandmaster,
Yeah.
blade master. Sorry. That could be his speaker or whatever standing behind him and to the left.
Mhm.
Could make sense. I don't know who that is at the front. The columns.
What if it's Rand? What if they're about to fight?
Oh my gosh.
Just about.
Hopefully he got trained by land by then.
I don't know who that is.
During this whole thing as well.
But that's a big guy. I mean, for Turok, that's a big guy, and it kind of coincides with the guy that we know got cast.
Yeah, it's true. It definitely could be Turok. Master of the Deck, you were saying something?
I mean, in the books, that whole like Padan Fane goes to here and is like kind of trying to make nice with Lord Turok, and Turok kind of like, LOL, you rube. I'm not some idiot, And like, so Turok
LOL.
has the horn of Valir and like the dagger and everything in the books, at least. So I mean, not that I think anyone in this picture is Padan Fane. I just accidentally got rid of the stream, so I'm just looking at myself now. No, I brought it back.
Okay.
Just looking at myself while I talk. Vanity. But there could be, I don't know, does anyone look like Padan Fane to you in this picture?
No.
No.
But I do agree that that's Turok. And also the very last shot of this whole little sizzle reel thing, just before the last like thing that we see before the logo pops, is somebody bringing a sword down like this, who looks like it could be High Lord Turok.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So High Lord Turok here.
In this incredibly
Got it.
blurry, but
Possibly.
That's
Yeah.
was that one that
that's
I
pretty much
dubbed
what all my
Choppy Chop.
screenshots
Unknown
look
Choppy
like,
Chop.
too.
This is unknown Choppy Chop. That's right.
unknown Choppy Chop. Who knows?
It's a good label.
I
to
love
have
it.
Yeah, because you can't see
Label.
shit in there.
It definitely looks like a curved blade. Let me go back to Turok.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, what we can see of it, it's hard. I couldn't get a good shot of that to save my butt. I tried.
Yep, I'm hoping we're getting the Rand Turok fight. I'm hoping we're getting some Rand training montages, because I love a good training montage.
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Uh,
Everyone
Yeah.
loves a good training montage. Yeah.
yeah.
Grace
Fire
said
up
we're
some Eye
getting
of
the
the
same
Tiger,
number
let's
of.
Fire up some eyes.
Grace said we're getting the same number of episodes, 8, but they're going to be longer
Yeah.
episodes
See
too.
that is exciting.
So we're gonna get more and more than we could ever imagine.
so excited.
I'm manifesting it right now.
Did we get our 5 minutes in heaven? I think we got that. At WatCon we had panels, which was
yeah.
5 minutes in
I'm
heaven.
gonna
If
bounce
you could
out
add
and back in
5
real quick
minutes
just to see if I
every
can hear her.
episode.
Okay.
Give me a second.
Sorry,
Okay.
Tavern.
What,
Okay, he's gonna come back. What is that 5 minutes in heaven you're talking about?
What 5 minutes?
5 Minutes in Heaven was a panel where at WatCon we picked each episode, like every episode of the show, and each of us said if we had 5 minutes that we could add to every episode of the show, we're not taking away anything, we're not changing anything, we're just adding 5 more minutes. What would you do with those 5 minutes? Right?
Oh
so
my gosh.
maybe this is our 5 minutes in heaven. We got those
I love
extra
it.
5 minutes. Kritter, your cat is amazing. Orange cats are my favorite kinds of
They're
cats.
so
And fluffy
cuddly.
orange cats are even better. Like you've got the best cat in the world.
I know.
I believe.
Cute kitty.
He knows it. I know it, and everyone who watches any of my YouTube videos also knows it because he
Well,
shows up
and-
every time.
And he's a Maine Coon, right?
No, he's
Not a Maine Coon?
he's a shelter kitty.
He's a
Really?
fluffy
Yeah.
orange
Because he's
cat
got a lot of
of
traits as a Maine
indeterminate
Coon, which is
breeding,
awesome.
and that is the perfect cat.
He's an American long-haired tabby, according to the vet. But again, just fluffy orange cat is his official.
Fluffy orange.
I'm okay with that
terminology.
too. And I can hear Master now.
Yay! That's
Yay.
Oh,
good.
good. Yay.
That's
No more
good.
trying to
Just
decipher
in time.
what you
I
were
was
doing
just
with
I
it.
was rehashing what our 5 minutes in heaven pattern was. I was trying. I was channeling you, my friend. Like your
Yes.
your charades have been on point.
Thank you.
And
I tried.
I was
I
trying.
tried. I mean, other than that, I mean,
I feel like we covered a
Only-
lot of the stuff.
yeah.
Despite
Yeah.
the
It's all very
technical
exciting.
difficulties.
Just watching the whole thing.
Yeah.
This has been a wild show.
Are we on?
It has been.
Are we on the same page that the big stone wheel is basically like where the Aiel tie people up to warn them not to
The
come into
torture
the waste?
wheel,
I think it's a
Yeah.
punishment wheel, but yeah,
punishment wheel.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's to ward off people.
That would be
Really, they
very
just-
Aiel to just like
Yeah.
string
Kinky.
somebody up.
Yeah.
They did it to the Shido did it to Fael,
Yeah.
kind of.
That's right.
So it's not the most absurd theory, and it's in the middle of a big desert thing. I don't know. I feel like I
One
would.
of my best theories.
You know, there's a bit of a parallel between the way that the Murdral is strung up and at least
Yeah.
like the way that someone would hang on that wheel.
That's true.
Very much so. Yeah.
Well, I mean, in the books, Fane strung up the Murdral spread eagle, I think. In here, they've got him. I mean, his feet are dangling, but yeah, he's crossed out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm. It's very crucifixion-esque.
Yeah.
Now, I had a headcanon at the end of season 1 that Rand would go to the Aiel Waste because they were in the Blight already, right? And
Yeah.
the Blight borders the Waste as much as it
Yes.
borders anywhere.
Yeah.
I don't know. Out of left field, very wild idea. Do you think at some point Rand ends up on that wheel?
Oh my.
Maybe they
Hope
shaved his
not.
head.
They
Maybe.
hoisted him up there and shaved his head.
Maybe he trespassed. They shaved his head, and he was like, "Oh shit."
Man.
I'm kind of the mind that I would be interested because I don't know if this is the same kind of desert that we've seen the Whitecloaks in, but like there are like Whitecloak questioners. This would be like a really fucked up like I'm gonna string
man.
you up and let the pattern, that is woven by the wheel decide whether you're gonna lie.
Right.
Like some bullshit, like
Oh,
religious
it's so
bullshit.
twisted.
It
Right.
is.
That. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and so it could be a white cloak wheel too, in my opinion.
Oh,
Could be.
man.
Yeah, it could be.
It just seems
Definitely
worse
a thing.
somehow when you give it to the white clip.
I know
When you
it
give it
does.
to the white
It does.
cloak.
It was
It
kind
just
of
seems worse.
it's kind of exciting if it was the Aiel, but now it's like a white cloak.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's like, oh, gross.
Look, I'm not gonna lie. Some of the White Cloak uniforms are just so on point. Like my latent
Oh, yeah.
uniform kink has been activated. Like I would walk in the light with Daddy Jeff from Bornhold. It looks like they might even be giving us like a hot Bayar. Like I'm just.
What were they
done.
thinking?
I just like
What were they thinking?
I'm gonna have to throw any ounce of shame I even had left. It's gone out of the way. Like, come on.
I
Even
believe
Valda is hot. That's just rude.
all their clothes are like too good to be true. Like it's so.
Look what they
they're
did
so
with Alana.
Yeah, the
sharp.
costuming's
They're
great.
so
Look what they
sharp.
did with Alana. I would be like, yes, convert me to the dark side right now.
Well, she's
Oh
not
my
the dark
gosh.
side. Okay, don't.
Alana.
No, she just
Cover me in persimmons.
acts poorly.
Cover me.
She just makes bad decisions.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, like if I could, just, the white cloaks are. I wish they didn't look so
Perfect.
good.
They're perfect.
I wish they didn't look so
Yeah.
good.
Like they are
awesome.
perfect. I could when I was reading the books, I could picture what the Whitecloaks were kind of like, but I never pictured this. And this pristineness, but with such vile intention, is amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
they really bring them to life.
I love them, hate them, but oh my god, they're amazing.
Yeah, Valda was such a good villain in season 1. Well, that guy's hair for sure, but like even Valda and how every scene he was eating in it, and it just like, and he was just demonic, but he just clothed everything he did in these like just religious like tenets. I don't know. He was great.
Right.
He was perfect.
It's the cognitive dissonance that he represents between the Whitecloaks, who are supposed to be this like cult of aestheticism and like cleanliness, and then every time you see him, he's doing something that's very grotesque and indulgent.
Yes.
You know, even Valda himself like embodies like both what the Whitecloaks are as well as what's incredibly wrong with them. Whereas you had Gothram Bornhold, who was just like he was fine.
Yeah. Yeah, he seemed totally normal. Like
he was more civil, but again, I mean, that's the battle arm of the Whitecloaks, right? Where you have the Inquisitors or the
Questioners.
I think the
hand of the light.
Whenever I see Valda, the Inquisition pops into my head.
fair. That's a fair instinct.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, they've literally in the first season they portrayed Whitecloaks. They portrayed the two factions within the Whitecloaks, and the uneasy tension between them perfectly. It's incredible. It's incredible.
Yeah.
Fascinating job.
For sure.
Did she freeze again?
No, I think she's just looking down.
Me?
Oh, okay.
Oh, maybe.
No, I was looking at something. I was looking at information about Eamon Valda. I wanted to verify that I had.
Okay, what was the thought?
Yeah, go for it.
I couldn't remember if Eamon Valda was actually a questioner, or if he was just in league with them, and he was just in league with them. I also know I was big head questioner guy. He just didn't care, about what they did, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
he was a Lord Captain, and he was on the Council of the Anointed, but he was not technically one of the questioners.
Okay.
Right. But they've made him that on the show, which I think that's why they merged a couple of characters there.
Yeah.
Because I think they actually call him a questioner on the show, or
did they?
Valda?
Yeah,
Valda's a questioner.
Possibly.
I'm pretty sure they did.
Yeah, that scene with Bornhold and Valda and Moiraine, that might have been what gave me doubt that he, like, in the books that he was. Like, he plotted with Radamatheno when they assassinated Pedro and Niall, but yeah, he himself was just a Lord Captain.
I think I think he's being combined.
Niall.
I think he's being combined with Jachim. Jachim. He's like, I think he's a dark friend. That's what I think, but we'll see.
Oh wow,
we'll see.
It's weird though, because when he saw Perrin's eyes, he cried for the light. What in the light? He wouldn't. Dark friend might slip at that point, maybe. Especially when they're. So I'm a little thrown off. I was thrown off by that. We've talked about that before, and we thought Hashim and him were combined, which would make him the Dark Friend. But that one scene kind of made me pause on that, because the fear in his eyes. I mean, he's seen some shit if he's a Dark Friend. That scene gave me pause.
Yeah, true. Anyways, what a stream this was.
It was.
It's been an adventure.
Master of the Deck, you are such a trooper for sticking with us through all of this nonsense. I'll be fusing together all the various recording clips that we have, hopefully clipping out some of the worst just technical difficulty sections, and then uploading the whole dang thing probably tomorrow, because it's going to take me a second to stitch it all together. But it was fun nonetheless.
Had a great
glad that you were here with us.
I'm glad.
I love it. You know what? When shit goes wrong, it takes the pressure off of me to do anything.
It's true. It's true. It puts a lot of pressure on me.
You can do it. But we believe in you.
I'm fine.
We had a blast. We had really good participation at the beginning. is what it is. You'll put the stream together like you do. You're extremely professional. We're very proud of you, and we're
Look
part
at
of
this
being a
cheerleader.
part
Wow.
of you.
That's
And
right.
you're gonna kill it.
Thanks.
You're gonna kill
That's
it, and
what's
we're
up.
gonna
Thanks,
you're
man.
gonna edit out the potato thing.
No, I'm not.
Started it all.
You're gonna-
Started
The
it
potato's
all.
gonna stay.
I tried.
All right. Well, this was lovely. Thank you so much, Master of the Deck, for joining us. Winespring Tavern.
Of course.
We're
Yes.
gonna peace out
So
now
fun.
because I'm exhausted,
Good time.
but also elated because that footage was pretty exciting. So
Was.
until next time, hopefully
Yeah.
my internet is better, but
Yes.
Will.
It'll be good next time.
hopefully. All right.
Good.
Thanks for everyone who stuck with us. Meme Reborn,
Bye,
Like Blind and
everybody.
Fool. You guys are the best. See you later. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.